Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today we are talking hierarchy of bags. And what I mean by this, my version of this, is which bags are top of the pile, which are deemed to be bottom of the pile. Does it mean that something is better than something else because it's a deemed higher brand or a higher price, or it seems to be more desirable? What makes these things better than something else? Is Hermes better than Louis Vuitton? Is Louis Vuitton better than Mulberry? Let's talk about it. And also, stay tuned because I want to show you this absolutely stunning silk shirt. Stay with me. So I thought this was an interesting topic. Does it mean if a bag costs more that it's better than one that doesn't cost as much? Does it mean that it's more desirable than one that doesn't cost as much? Does it mean that you should want it more than one that doesn't cost as much? Or we're talking brands. Should you always want something from what's deemed to be the top brand? And actually, you have this hierarchy of brands, of styles of bags within brands, etc., etc. So does it actually mean that if something costs more than something else, that it is better, that it's better quality, that it's better, it's more desirable? My view is you don't always have to spend the earth to have something that's beautiful quality. So while we're on that note, I want to introduce you to Daisysilk. Now, Daisysilk are a supplier of absolutely beautiful silk products, and I'm wearing one of their beautiful shirts today. This is right up my street. You know, if you watch any of my videos, I love a silk shirt. I wear a lot of silk shirts and silk items, and I adore it for many, many reasons, which we'll come on to. But when Daisysilk reached out to me and asked me to collaborate with them, I was, yes, please. Obviously, looked at the website, and it just shows you the prices are incredible for the quality of these items. If you are wanting some of those beautiful products, don't want to spend the earth, but you want to spend enough in order to get decent, beautiful quality, check them out. I would wear this with some leather leggings, and I've just put some heels on just to show you. And yeah, you could belt this, you could just tuck it in a little bit, you could tie it. It's very classic, very me, very, it will just go with everything, won't it? Can imagine this with jeans, or I don't know, I can imagine it with quite a lot of things really, but yeah, I tend to wear it with trousers, although I think it'd be really nice tucked into a beautiful like pencil skirt, so it'd be great for work as well. Not that I go to an office anymore, but I think for that slightly more elevated look, I think it's absolutely beautiful. So I hope that's given you a little bit of information. I do have a discount code, which I'll put on the screen across here or here, whichever way it goes. And yeah, if you're interested in anything, have a look at that. Everything obviously will be in the description box below. And I want to say a massive thank you to Daisysilk for reaching out to me. It was an absolute honour to work with you. So yeah, love it. So we're going to look at some of my bags, and I'm going to show you the most expensive bag in my collection. And I'm also going to show you one of the most affordable bags in my collection. And we're going to compare and contrast. So this is the most expensive bag in my collection. And yeah, it's the obvious, it's a beautiful Birkin 35 in noir, in Togo leather with gold hardware. This is the classic, the beautiful. It's incredibly stunning. I adore it. I also don't use it that often, and it's not my favourite bag. I've said this before, it will be going nowhere, and I'm so honoured and happy to have it, but it's not my favourite. So if we all went on the basis that the top of the tree, the deemed top of the tree, is the Birkin, and particularly the Birkin 35 because it's probably the most expensive and it's the original, the quintessential Hermes piece, surely this should be my favourite bag in my collection. No, it's not. So why isn't it? Is it quality? Do I not think it's worth the money? No, it's not that. The quality of it is insane. The quality is unbelievable. The heritage of it, the brand, everything I absolutely love. But it's not my favourite because it doesn't spark that absolute joy every time I use it. It's quite big, it's quite heavy. it doesn't have a shoulder strap, blah, blah, blah. I've done a video which explains all the differences between the different sizes of the Birkin. So go watch that one if you would like to. I'll stick it up here. However, yeah, the reason this isn't my favourite is because I've got other bags that are, I don't know, they're just I gravitate to them more. There's something about them. I love them. So we'll come on to that. So this is my mini Alexa, and this is in the hot pink. I don't know if it's called hot pink, but I call it that. It's a beautiful fuchsia pink, and you can see it's in the pebbled leather. I love this bag. I really do. I think it's so easy to use. It's light. I mean, that's probably because of the size of it. The leather is beautiful. This has been on a hen weekend with me, thrown around all over the place. It's been places it probably shouldn't have been, and it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. The leather is such beautiful quality, and the price of this, I actually got a bargain with this because I managed to get a discount through a company called Satire, and I can't remember exactly what I paid for this, but it was less than £600, I believe. So if you think the price difference between this and this is nearly 20 times, something like that, which is absolutely insane. And I get that. It's absolutely insane. What I paid for this is crazy. What I paid for this, I think, is good value. So does it mean that this is better than this? Well, of course it's not. I love them both. I'm glad I've got both. And the amount I paid for this, I can justify to myself, because that's the only person I have to justify to. Because if I needed to sell this or wanted to sell it, I know I could at least get my money back. I would make quite a lot of money on this. So it is an investment, sort of. Not that it's going anywhere. However, I just wanted this. So I got sucked into the brand and wanting what I thought was a quintessential bag, and I love it. But do I love it more than one that I can use, not worry about, throw it around everywhere? It's a beautiful pop of colour. It's just easy and nice and all the rest of it. No, I love this just as much. Well, do I love it just as much? If I had to get rid of one of them, I'd get rid of this one, but that's because of how hard this is to get and what it's worth and all the rest of it. And sentimentally, this is up there. But it doesn't mean I don't love this. Does that sort of make sense? So I bought my Alma 20 odd years ago in the Damietta bean, and I have used this to death. Now, some people would say this is not worth the money. This was about £300 at the time, or £350, something like that. Was this worth the money? So many people say, oh, it's just coated canvas, it's not even leather, it's not worth it. Well, this is perfect. The only marks and scratches on here are on the leather and the glazing. The glazing over the leather here has gone. The canvas on a 20, nearly 30-year-old bag is still perfect. The structure's still there, the shine, there's no scratches, it's so durable. This has been in the rain, it's been in the snow, it's been everywhere. So is it worth it? Well, of course it is, because I love it. So it's about value, isn't it? So is this better than this? No, they're just different. They're different choices for different things. I don't think it should be classed as something is better than something else just because it costs so much more. It just doesn't need to. So I've just grabbed my beautiful little baby from the shelf behind. I adore this little thing. Honestly, it is so special to me. I can't even describe why. It's just a bag. I know it's ridiculous. I love it. I adore this bag. Now, this was very, very, very expensive, but it wasn't anywhere near the price of this one. So again, when we look at them and we say, yeah, but this is a big bag and this is small and it's less leather, but this is exotic, and off we go, off we go. However, if you're saying which one should be higher up the hierarchy, I couldn't put any of these things into a hierarchy. So I don't like to label things, and I wouldn't have a hierarchy, because the hierarchy, I wouldn't know how to do it, because I love things for what they are and what they bring to me and what they mean to me. So certain things are literally worth nothing, but they mean everything to me because the sentimental value, the memory or something like that. And then I also have things like this that cost an absolute fortune, but I absolutely adore it. So it was, you know, it should be top of the tree, but not because of how much it costs, but because what it means to me. I could also spend a fraction of the price on a bag like this. So the difference in price of these is ridiculous. But I wouldn't say that I like this one more than this one. I probably don't, but this has its place and I really, really enjoy this bag. It's easy to use, it's neutral, I don't need to worry about it, it's practical. It is what it is for a reason, and I bought it for that reason. So this isn't worse than this, it's just different. So I think my overall message, I suppose, is that in my view, there isn't a hierarchy in my brain anyway. I just like what I like, and sometimes I like top of the tree that somebody else has labelled as top of the tree of Hermes. Sometimes I like Louis Vuitton. I'm going through a massive Louis Vuitton moment at the minute. A while ago, everything was Dior. I'm starting to go back to Dior. There's so many beautiful things at the minute. Honestly, I go through phases because of what the things are and what speaks to me. So just because I have some Hermes bags doesn't mean that I will no longer buy a Mulberry bag. I've gone out and bought a mini Alexa. I didn't have to do that, but I wanted to because I liked it. So for me, it isn't about a hierarchy. It's about buying what suits you, what you want to buy at the time, and loving what you have. So forget the hierarchy, forget saying that Hermes is better than Dior, who's better than Louis Vuitton, who's better than Gucci, who's better than Mulberry. None of them are better than anyone else. They just might be a bit more expensive because of the branding, or it might be that you prefer something more than something else. There's lots of people out there that doesn't matter how much money they have, they will never buy Hermes. I think Dale is in that category. I think she likes some Hermes pieces, but she doesn't like the Birkin or the Kelly. So for her, it's not a matter of trying to get to the top of the tree. It's a matter of buying what you love. She loves Fendi, and why shouldn't she? It's amazing. So yeah, I love this sort of conversation where we can just buy what you love, buy what you want. Doesn't matter if it costs 2p or 2 million. Doesn't matter. You buy what you want to buy with your own money, and that's it. And if you do want a bit more information, see the discount code on here with regard to Daisysilk. These are beautiful, beautiful quality items. Got so many different things on their website. Silk is just the best, isn't it? It feels beautiful on the skin. Oh, I think it's so elegant, but then you can dress it down. Anyway, I'll stop gushing about silk items because I adore them. You don't have to spend the earth to get something that looks amazing. The prices are not cheap, nor should they be. The quality is amazing. So thank you again to Daisysilk for sponsoring the first part of this video and for collaborating with me. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on another one.